Your next roaster has been much ballyhooed here tonight, and when I say ballyhooed, I mean really shat upon the kind of way he deserves it. It's Travis Denley. That's right. Travis came to Santa Cruz from LA, and he's very quick to tell you about all the differences between the stand-up scene in LA versus the stand-up scene in Santa Cruz. Biggest difference being that the people in the stand-up scene in LA get to brag about how they finally got rid of Travis Denley, whereas the Santa Cruz people have to simply wait their turn. Travis is known for taking his pants off during his set, and by set I mean at churches, schools, and playgrounds. So please welcome, I have it on good faith that this is going to suck a giant cock, Travis Denley.
Thank you guys. George Kane is actually an inspiration to me because it's a comedian's worst fear to get on stage and not be funny. But he does it every week. Actually, George and his girlfriend prove that opposites attract because his girlfriend isn't a complete piece of shit. But enough about pity fucking midgets. Mean Dave is here. You may have seen him in the bushes in your front yard. Mean Dave is a lot like Jesus. He'll be a lot more popular after he dies. Mean Dave took a personality test. Came back negative. But he took an STD test and he passed. And by that I mean he got 100%. DNA has decided to grace us with his presence. DNA isn't like the rest of us. He doesn't even use toilet paper. He uses the tongues of Santa Cruz comedians. If DNA shits in the woods and another comedian isn't there to lick him clean, does that comedian get booked? No, he doesn't. Isn't that right, Michael Montgomery? DNA was fortunate enough to open up for Doug Stanhope when he came into town. DNA said that he made Doug Stanhope laugh off stage. Too bad he couldn't make anybody laugh on stage. DNA, if I had to describe your act in 2 words, it would be bathroom break. Everyone was telling me about tonight, hey Travis, you don't want to burn any bridges. Santa Cruz is a small community. But let's be honest. These are all bridges to nowhere. Besides, what could I say about you guys that DNA hasn't already said about you behind your backs? DNA, who are you to judge someone's act? Your entire act is shit. It's like 2 girls, 1 cup, but without the mass appeal. Hannah Marionetti is like a little sister to me. My little sister has Down syndrome. Hannah, your impression of Caroline was so accurate that it also wasn't funny. Hannah Marionetti is more self-absorbed than her tampon. She keeps coming up to us after her sets asking, how did I do? How did I do? Hannah, we weren't watching. sucked. But no matter what, Hannah is going to be successful in show business because she likes taking it in the ass. Hannah uses anal to keep from having children. Sid relies on his looks. Sydney Blonde, or as women call him, Sid is actually a pillar of the community. If pillars were short and fat and didn't support anything. Yeah! Stoney's here. Stoney hosts a couple shows in the area, and he makes bringing people to the stage look difficult. Stoney actually works as a motivational speaker. Stoney, if your job is to make people feel better, why do your sets make everyone so sad? Caroline Hawkins decided to take a break from telling people she's a comedian to come out and perform some comedy. Hey Pablo, raise your hand so everyone can see you. There's Pablo. Caroline and Pablo just moved in together, and Pablo has had to get rid of everything he had before their relationship. His magic cards, his video games, his testicles. Caroline, I'd say you could do better, but you can't. Frankly, we're all grateful to both of you for taking each other off of the market. Michael Montgomery has jokes about blow-up dolls and finger banging. Why don't you write a joke about something you know about? Like abstinence or failure. Elaine Sabatino talks really fast. Elaine, your sets have so many words in them. Why aren't any of them funny? Sam Weber.
Yes.
That's it. That's the joke. By the way, Sam, I just proved that I can say your name funnier than you can tell a joke. Nick Stobrel. You guys, this isn't even fair. Because no matter what I say about Nick, he gets to go home and have sex with his beautiful girlfriend, Ben Switzer. Everyone knows how long Nick's tongue is. Nick's tongue is so long, it can reach all the way to Ben's ass. I'm going to have to move on to the man, but before I go on to Ben, I just want everyone to know, if you are a comedian in this room, and I have not mentioned you yet, it is because you are not important enough for me to write a joke about. Moving on to the man of the hour. The hardest part about knowing that Ben is going to be leaving has been pretending I'm going to miss him. Ben, grow your beard back. Your face isn't your strong suit. Ben is a collection of every possible turnoff. He worked as a dishwasher, and also everything else about him. Ben leaves pussies drier than British wit. Ben is a vaginal desiccate. He's like a tampon made out of ShamWow. Honestly, guys, I wrote all those jokes before I found out that Ben is fucking I I'd rather listen to that than their comedy. Ben says he's moving to New York to pursue the career in comedy. Bullshit! It's actually because of the public transportation and the fact that bars are open till 4 a.m. Ben likes drinking so much that he quit driving. Ben Switzer. If alcohol was talent, he'd have some. If I had $1 for every time I've seen Ben blackout drunk, I'd have a reason to see Ben. But you know what, guys? Ben's smart. He keeps the bar low. Ben's bar is so low, it's actually at the bottom of a canyon. And he put it there so that when he hits rock bottom, he'll be like, hey guys, check it out. There's a bar down here. Ben, despite everything I've said about you, I'm gonna miss you. It takes a big man to take this much abuse, and I do want to let you know that I would not have said these hurtful things if I wasn't genuinely grateful to be friends with you. Thanks for inviting me to be part of this, man.